Okay, good deal, good deal. So I would say that you guys are against the reform.
Yes.
All right, okay.
We're not against all reform.
Not against all reform. You just want to make sure you just want to make sure that the healthcare insurers continue to make their buck, right? They get their money, right?
No, that's not. I don't want them shoving it down my throat. I don't want to be a Cuba.
You don't want to be a Cuba,
Or
okay?
Venezuela.
Okay, all right.
And that's where we're headed.
Okay, so we're headed to Cuba, and you currently have a private plan, not on Medicaid or Medicare. Should those be eliminated? Should those be eliminated?
What are you doing?
Should they be eliminated?
Let me tell you something. We're Americans, and we're looking at healthcare reform, but we don't support government takeover of that healthcare.
Okay, all right.
But we do support our seniors and other people who need healthcare now. The government is not the answer.
Okay,
Absolutely not.
okay.
You know?
So would you repeal Social Security? Would you take back Medicaid? I don't represent anybody. I just came down. I'm not. It's a video. It's not pictures. Who is? Obama's the biggest liar we ever had in this. And this is your sign. Do any of you guys have tickets to get in? Does anybody have tickets to get in today? I want to talk to you guys. I just got done with some of our friends over there. I myself, I have to confess, I feel like the single payer is the answer, so I'm prejudiced. But now with the idea that we would go to the public option, would you be willing to compromise to the public option off the single payer?
No, if you want to give me an email, email you my latest to the editor, which explains clearly why the public option is essential.
Okay.
Not just to be obstructionist, but without a strong public option, I don't think there's any point doing anything.
Oh.
And let me go a step farther. I think if we did nothing else this year, but removed the age 65 rule for Medicare,
Right.
and let everybody to buy in at regular rates that wanted to,
Okay.
and then make sure the health insurance companies didn't dump all their expensive sick cases on it, that would solve most of the problems we're dealing with now anyway.
Okay, but my question, I guess, is that if we could not get single payer, which it doesn't look like we're going to get single payer, would you accept the public option?
Yes.
Okay, you would. So you'd be willing to make that compromise. Okay, all right.
But I think Obama should have started out in the beginning going for this,
Right.
and then we'd be talking about the option now rather than no option.
Okay.
Obviously, Obama may be a great basketball player, but he's not much of a poker player.
All right, okay. Thank you. Thank you very much. Sorry about that. I love teachers. I used to be a tennis coach myself. So what are you guys here today? What's the point of your purpose of being here today?
We're just supporting a public option because it's the only way we're personally going to be able to afford health.
Okay.
I can have kids here and...
Our children
Oh, that's a great program here in Florida where you pay like $20 a month or something like that.
And if you don't pay $20 a month...
It's a sliding scale. If you make a lot of money, you pay about $200.
Right,
If you
exactly.
make less, you pay $20 a month.
Okay, all right.
And it's good coverage.
We used to be able, as a whole family, pay about $250 a month.
I paid $250 a month with $10 copay.
About like
10
10
years
years
ago.
ago.
Right.
And that would cover one of us.
Okay.
I could pay $250 a month out of my
So you think the public option, now what would happen if you had to compromise down to the co-op? Would that be something you'd be willing to do or
Not
not?
acceptable to me.
Not acceptable to you guys, okay. And obviously you voted for Obama and so on and so forth, yeah. Did you think the single payer would be the best system, or are you satisfied with the public
I'm
option?
satisfied with the public option. I mean, I understand that people want to have choice, and that's fine with me, but I want to have the choice to have health.
Okay, all right. Hey, thanks. What's your names? Just
My name's Phil Ross.
Terry Marshall. Pleasure to meet you guys.
Phil Jimenez Ross.
You're gonna look for yourself on YouTube later on, all right?
Oh, thank you.
Hey, can I have a moment of your time? You obviously, let me get a look at that into focus, are supporting the president's plan. Let me ask you a question. Would you settle for a compromise? I see you got a single payer on there. Public option, would you settle for that compromise of a public option instead of a single payer?
No, we need single payer too.
Okay. But you would not, if it came down to a public option versus single payer, which would you?
There's no compromise involved.
Okay, so you
You
think
can't compromise the people on the street. You can't compromise somebody getting cancer or going bankrupt because there's no compromise. I'm a Christian. I'm not a conservative Christian. I'm a radical Christian. Love, faith, and hope. I don't believe in leaving people on the street. I don't believe that God told us to start a war in Iraq. I don't think Jesus Christ ever told anybody to start wars, to leave people on the street, and all this other nonsense that these liars over here promote.
Well, okay, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Hey, how you doing? Deal, good deal.
Stick a gun in somebody's face and say, "Give me your tax money."
That doesn't mean that in your face.
This is what happens if you don't pay. You're just here to instigate. You're just there to instigate. Did you take I'm not allowed to talk now, right? Talk to people that want to hear this kind of crap.
Here, talk to me. Talk to me, my friend. Hey, you have a camera right here for you.
Great. What do you want me to tell you?
Well, why are you here today? Why are you here today?
Well, I live in Florida, so I figured I'm allowed to come here, right?
Do you have it?
I don't want to see this
No,
happen
what,
right
not
now.
what you don't want. What do you want?
What do I want?
Yeah.
I don't want the bill to pass.
What do you want? What do you want?
What do you want?
I don't want anything.
You don't want anything.
No,
I
no,
don't want
no,
anything. I don't want this bill. That's what we're here today about.
Okay, but what
I
do
think
you want?
Love in your heart.
What do you want?
I don't want this bill. That's what
I
I'm
know
telling
what
you.
you don't want.
Why? What don't you like about it? Get
We
some
want
death
everybody
penalty.
What's that?
No, don't waste your breath. Come on, we want to.
What don't you like
Don't
about
waste
the
your
bill?
breath.
You didn't read it. Hey, dude, you left your skateboard. What you want to play with?
So you would support then no change whatsoever in the current situation?
No, I would like to see more competition.
More competition?
Okay.
And now when you think about more competition, what
I
do
don't
you...
want the government involved in my health care.
Okay.
I don't know why that's a problem.
Okay.
I don't want, because I know it's going to happen. I've been to Europe, and over there, all you do is pay taxes. That's how it works over there.
Right.
You pay 20% sales tax, you pay income tax out the wazoo.
Pay more for a beer because of the social damage the beer supposedly caused and all that. I get that part of it. What about the people that are not insured currently? What would you do with the 47 million or so, or 40 million, or whatever it is? What would you do with those folks?
They can buy health insurance, right? Can they buy health
Well,
insurance?
yeah, and a lot of them are young people who don't buy it anyway. So,
Right.
but then your sense is that that's their problem. It's not really yours or ours as a society. Not to personalize it, but it's not our side a policy. What about Medicaid and Medicare? Then, do you agree with those programs as they currently exist?
No, I think they're bankrupting the country.
Okay, due to the high cost of health care.
Due to the fact that they are bankrupting the country.
Okay. All right. Good enough. Thank you very much. Terry Marshall, and your name, sir? Okay.
I'm paying for it too, and
Make me mad.
and you're just making the insurance companies billionaires.
So would you outlaw Social Security?
Yeah.
And Medicare?
Yeah. We ought to be taking care of ourselves.
No, hey,
I don't want the government taking care of me.
Very good, sir. Very good.
John, now,